Less than 1 week until Election Day, and new Fox polls are showing how voters feel in critical states. As we told you at the top of the show, our new polls, President Trump is ahead of Vice President Harris in Pennsylvania and North Carolina by 1 point. It's a dead heat head-to-head in Michigan. The matchup among likely voters here, and all three of these are within the margin of error. Now, that brings us to tonight's 50 races in 50 days. We take a closer look at North Carolina. Now, recovery from Hurricane Helene is still ongoing, but that has not stopped more than 3.1 million North Carolinians from voting early. Barack Obama flipped the state of North Carolina for the first time in 2008, the first time that flipped blue since 1976. But since this time, it has consistently voted Republican in every presidential race since, which brings us to take a look at the presidential races and specifically North Carolina. If we go back to 2016, you can see that Mr. Trump wins the state against Hillary Clinton by nearly 4 points. Over the last 10 years, North Carolina has added roughly 1.1 million people, many of them in suburban counties such as Wake County. This is where Raleigh is. As we go in here, we can see Hillary Clinton outperformed then candidate Trump by 20 points in Wake County. The pandemic brought even more wealthy urban Americans from surrounding states, making Wake County more of a toss-up. And as we look at 2020 in Wake County, you can see that President Biden expands the margin in that particular suburban county, winning by 26 points. However, that did not produce a win for him. He closed the gap in the state, but not enough to win it. Now, if we take a look at our path to 270, the electoral votes needed to win the White House, the what-if scenarios here, these are the battleground states, the toss-ups in yellow. These battleground states on election night will determine how this goes. Now, we've said that former President Trump is in the lead in North Carolina, so we'll give him North Carolina for the third time. And based on our new Fox Power rankings we reported yesterday, we'll go ahead and give him Arizona as well. Michigan is tied in our new poll, but Vice President Harris has a slight edge in the recent polls in Michigan, so we'll give her Michigan for this scenario, as well as Nebraska's 2nd district. That goes Democrat as well. Pennsylvania, right now, has it going to former President Trump, since he's ahead there in our latest numbers by 1%. So that leaves Georgia, Wisconsin, and Nevada. Now, Harris would need to win all 3 of these states in order to get to 270, to win the presidency. But Mr. Trump, former president, would need to just win 1 to regain the White House. So let's say Nevada goes red, and then he crosses the line. This is 5 days to go. It's still anybody's race. Vice President Harris campaigned this afternoon in North Carolina and Pennsylvania. She'll be in Wisconsin later this evening as she tries to distance herself from a comment made by President Biden last night in which he referred to Trump supporters as garbage. Tried to walk it back today.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.